Yo, what up? It's Jose from Boxing No Problem, and I am joined by Tim, aka Skywalker. What up, Tim?
What's up? What's up, panel? How
That's
you guys doing?
good. We got Ruben from Through the Ropes as well. What up, Ruben?
So what's up?
TJ from the Boxing Syndicate. What up, TJ?
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
And last but not least, we got my co-host David, aka SportsNTunes.
What's cracking? Trying to stay cool on this Labor Day, huh?
Yeah, man. Especially out here, it's like 110. It's hot. So it's definitely got all the fans going, trying to keep cool. And talk about hot. We had a pretty hot card yesterday at the Crypto.com arena with some major upsets, with Rayo taking his first loss by knockout. We had Eminem Mars making his return. We got Isaac Pitbull Cruz still impressing with their brutal knockouts. But the fight I want to talk to you guys about is the main event. Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz, which ended up going the distance and going in Andy Ruiz's favor. So first question I want to ask the panel here is, what were your thoughts on the fight? Do you think the right man won? We'll start with you, Tim.
Luis Ortiz.
The main event.
Right man did win the fight. Ruiz, of course, had the knockdowns. It went the distance. I seen one of the scorecards was real close, which was crazy. But yeah, I seen Ruiz blew out King Kong in the fight. Not a lot of work rate in the fight. Not a lot of there's a lot of dull moments, but there was moments in the fight that were good. But yeah, the right man won.
All right. What about you, Ruben?
I thought the right man did win, but I did have Luis Ortiz making it a close fight. I think those knockdowns bailed him out. I think he won a lot of the rounds in the second half of the fight, especially that 12th round. He came strong, but ultimately, Andy Ortiz's speed. Every time every time it seemed like Luis Ortiz got something going, like he'd surprise him. And I just think his age showed up. I personally think it was just an old Ortiz, and I wasn't too impressed by Ruiz's performance either. I mean, he won the fight, but I think against any of the top, I think even if you fought Wilder, I think Wilder knocks out Ruiz Jr.
Yeah, he showed his chin though. He took a lot of solid left from Ortiz, but yeah, well, it's a different 43-year-old Ortiz versus Wilder now with the power for sure. What about you, TJ? What are your thoughts on the fight? Did the right man win?
Yeah, man, I kind of got similar thoughts with Ruben. I definitely thought the right man won, but it's just like actually looking at Andy and like analyzing him, man, he can really fight. His hand speed is really good for a heavyweight, and obviously he landed some big shots and landed those knockdowns. Ortiz did land some big shots as well. He was kind of, he was landing some big bombs as well, you know what I mean? But I definitely think the right man won, definitely unanimously too. But I think Andy has a good future ahead of him too, you know what I mean? I think he has some big fights still in him too, with some big names too. So we'll see what's next for him.
For sure. What about you, David?
I have a lot on my mind, man. I don't know if you guys are ready for it.
bring it to us.
I mean, you guys saw it for yourselves. Luis Ortiz gave us a great show for his age, showed great sportsmanship. He just gave us everything he had. Basically, he fought to the last round. He got up. There were some pretty good hits. Andy got on him, but he was able to manage and stay in the fight. I seen the age. It's just a big factor. Andy Ruiz is much younger. Shows his conditioning is pretty on point. They were both able to go 12 rounds. Not easier to do when you're in a heavier weight class. But I don't honestly see Andy Ruiz at the same level as the top dogs like Usyk, Deontay Wilder. The only way Andy Ruiz can get some good hits in is if he gets in and they bring the fight to him on the inside, and his hand speed is the only thing that's going to help him. But other than that, these bigger fighters, they're much taller than him, and I can see them just controlling the fight with the jab. That's the only thing that's his biggest weakness is height. With those guys, they have experience. He's not fighting any bums like they say. But yeah, those guys can just control it just with jabs, staying on the outside. They'll be able to make not easy win, but they'll definitely give Andy Ruiz a hard time, and he won't be able to get any wins if they stay on the outside.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I want to circle back to something you said, Ruben, because it was also mentioned during the telecast where, Andy Ruiz, hand speed always kept him in the fight, and it was like you would have rounds where Luis Ortiz is winning fighting style, and then boom, like just like a python striking, Andy Ruiz comes and turns on momentum and wins that round. So it was definitely, I think, the difference besides the knockdowns, which I do want to talk to the knockdowns because there was that second knockdown that was questionable. It was officially ruled a knockdown, but I know one of the announcers said like maybe it shouldn't have been. And at the time, the other, I think it was Lennox Lewis, said it's not going to matter anyways. It's not going to the scorecards, but it did end up mattering because if you did not count that second knockdown, it would have been a majority draw, with two of the judges. So what do you guys think of that second knockdown? Should that have counted, or was it just kind of a continuation of the first knockdown where he was still on unsteady legs?
I think it should have counted. I mean, I think he got hit and went down. But it's because he was shaky. I don't think it was like you said, it was a continuation of like the first knockout. I don't think the second knockdown, like he was seriously hurt, but I think it should have counted for sure. I mean, you got hit, you went down, even if it's, that's what I think.
They say notice his legs were shaky too. If the ref seen his legs were shaky, that's you know what I mean? It's a good call for a knockdown.
Yeah.
I see your point. It didn't look really like, it was a knockdown on the second one.
Yeah, it almost seemed like he put a kind of the weight on him, but I mean, he still hadn't recovered. So I guess,
I guess part of the first, the continue, like his brother was saying, the continuation of the first knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, same kind of thoughts. Yeah, he got hit and he got knocked down. You kind of got to count it, but it was just like you guys said, it was a continuation of the other one. But like to Jose's point, I can understand what people are saying. Like he did kind of like throw his weight on him a little bit, but I counted it as a knockdown.
Yeah.
No, and
I'm not the cleanest, but still was able to count.
Yeah, and I'm in agreement with all you guys. I think the right man won. I think Andy Ruiz did have the better moments, and obviously he had the 3 knockdowns in the fight. I am also disappointed in Andy Ruiz's performance because I thought he was going to take out an old for Luis Ortiz, that was getting hurt by the jab from Charles Martin, and he didn't. I think he, for the most part, he was fighting Luis Ortiz's fight until he decided to go into spurts and get the knockdown. So for that reason, I don't think if he steps up to the top guys, he can win. But,
I was gonna say I even have Joshua beating him in a third fight. I thought that performance was very, very lackluster. I was like, oh damn, like he's gonna wrap it up in 2 rounds. Like I was like, damn, this is the kind of performance he needed, because he was already getting heat for taking this Luis Ortiz fight, saying like you're fighting a fossil, like. And I told my friend too. I was like, if this was Luis Ortiz 5 years ago, the one that fought Wilder, I think Luis Ortiz would have been victorious on that night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know it's not. That was then. This is now, but. I thought, what's it called? I was like 2 rounds, like no way, but he didn't get it done. And then the rest of that, like the rest of the fight, it was, they did have like moments and it was exciting. But yeah, to me, it was a very lackluster performance.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he would have taken him out like in the second or third round? Like what kind of message that would send to division? Because how many rounds did it take Wilder to knock out Ortiz?
7 in the second fight, right? Second fight was
7, and then the first one it was 10, I believe.
10, yeah. I mean, granted, it's a much younger Luis Ortiz, 6 years ago or so. That still would have been something that you can sell the Wilder fight, because I don't know about you guys. I think that's the next logical fight for Andy Ruiz is him versus Deontay Wilder. They're both under PBC.
The winner of the Wilder Helenius fight.
That's true. Yeah, can't rule out Helenius. But I think that's the next logical step. Anyone kind of disagree or think someone else for Andy Ruiz kind of maybe it's an interim for that fight?
I mean, either that or the Joshua trilogy fight. I mean, Joshua's coming off a loss, Right.
Good timing for Joshua.
Yeah. Tiebreaker.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Yep. I mean, that's basically the only fights that are reasonable nowadays. And Andy Ruiz is also a brand name. He brings in the fans as well, Mexican fans more than anything. But he'll definitely make a good show for any of those guys. Deontay,
give him big bang.
Yeah, but I heard Gypsy King might give AJ another chance. I was watching something about that this morning.
Yeah,
he made a video calling him out or something like that.
Yeah.
You never know with Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
You never know. I didn't see that coming, but apparently I guess Usyk is taking too long. Usyk wants to fight him next year. He doesn't want to fight him this year. So now Tyson Fury's adamant about fighting this year, and he said, Joshua, because Usyk's taking too long, I extend you the opportunity to fight for the championships, all Britain affair.
Yeah,
and Joshua responded saying like, "Oh, reach out to my management team." It's like, I don't do the whole internet social media clout.
right.
So we'll see what happens. But that'll be a good fight as well. I mean, the heavyweight division has a lot of intriguing matchups.
Right.
And having said that, obviously Luis Ortiz did lose. He's up there in age, but he held his own. He made it the all 12 rounds. So should he continue fighting?
I don't think so. I mean, he's old, I mean, he's made good money. You saw the way his two daughters, were crying while they were showing them on. I don't think, I think he had a good run. He's definitely, a great career. I know he didn't become champion, but that first Wilder fight, man, he almost had him. He had Wilder on his heels. I just think he should hang him up. There's nothing to be ashamed of. He fought the best of, of who was who in his era in the heavyweight division, and definitely should, enjoy his money and enjoy life now.
Or start a promotion company.
King Kong Promotions.
Bring some good fighters out of Cuba. Who knows? There's probably some good talent hidden out there.
Yeah, especially now because they could go pro now in Cuba. I heard something like that a while ago.
Yeah,
I saw
they changed it now.
Yeah.
After Ugas had that big fight, man, they changed things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with Ruben. It's probably time to just hang him up. You know what I mean? I don't see. Obviously, he's not going to be able to get any big fights like a Usyk or another Wilder or anything like that. So I mean, it's probably time to just hang him up. He, like you said, he made good money, and it's probably just go ahead and start a promotion up or something like that. Start to sign those fighters out of Cuba, or just just enjoy retirement.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, at 43, I think it's time for him to hang him up, and he did, come out of this fight with some damage. Like, I think it was his eye was closing up from his punches. So, leave while you still got your health intact. Don't get into the ring with like a Dillian White and then go into another war. Like, just hang him up.
Right. No, for sure. I mean, in that 12th round, man, he came for that knockout in that 12th round, man. He was pressing him, landing big shots, man. I was like, damn, Luis Ortiz, like, respect, man, like.
Yeah,
he went
for it. He went for broke, huh?
He really did, man.
Yeah. Now I want to pick your guys' brain for a little bit. Someone asked me something this morning, and it made me want to think: could it be a possibility? Can Andy Ruiz actually try to drop weight and go to cruiser?
No.
68 pounds to
lose.
Be
hard, bro. I think that'd be a lot of weight to lose.
I think so.
Yeah. He's naturally big, and he's naturally a big boy,
I mean, he has a small, like his legs and his waist is small. Then, like when he goes up, like a big ass upper body. Yeah, he looks like a little pit bull, like a little stocky guy up top.
Sheesh, like similar to Daniel Cormier in UFC.
Yeah,
yeah,
something like that. Their stature, they just small waist. Big ass upper body.
Yeah. That'd be freaking interesting to see though. Imagine he can pull that off.
He'd be dead by the time he gotta get in the ring.
Yeah. What up, Just Do? Pop in the chat.
I mean, Boston, what's up, brother?
Andy Ruiz at cruiserweight. I don't see it. I think it's very slim possibility that happening is just how heavy he came in this fight. Yeah. But he definitely can compete if he was to make the weight safely. But I just think it's too much.
Now, I have a question for you guys. Do you think he should consider going back to Manny Robles? Because that's when he was. I feel like that's when he was more effective. Like I know he was with Reynoso for a while. Then, like I don't know who's training him now. Is it Capetillo?
Capetillo out in Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe because he was like I feel like when he was clicking on all cylinders, it was with Manny Robles, man.
100%. He should go back.
I mean, I don't know what happened there, but I think that would be a smart move.
Yeah. Some people are also saying that his weight is a factor, that he actually had more power behind his punch when he was heavier. Like the first Joshua fight, they were saying that if he was actually going to lose weight in the future, that it was going to give him a hard time to put some power behind his punches.
all that body mass. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. That's probably what stunned Joshua in the first one.
Yeah. Got hand speed and those heavy punches.
Yeah. And once again, because he was able to get on the inside, surprise.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, any other open questions or thoughts on the Andy Ruiz Luis Ortiz fight?
Well, I wanted to add to the what do you think is next for each boxer? So we concluded saying Ortiz is probably better off just hanging him up. But Ruiz, we were seeing who he should fight next. If he were to fight Deontay, that could probably actually be a factor fight because he's had the same issues as Joshua. He's lost, so his confidence probably wouldn't be the same.
I think that's how that eliminator works. Is the winner of this one, which is Ruiz, is going to fight the winner of Helenius Wilder, and that's the person that gets a shot at Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm playing devil's advocate. Let's just say that Wilder's not an option for him. Who else would you be excited to actually see Andy Ruiz fight?
Has he fought the guy that Ortiz beat before fighting Andy?
Martin?
Charles Martin?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Andy Ruiz fought him.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be a new matchup for him.
Maybe that would be a good one.
George Joyce.
The juggernaut.
The winner of that fight, Parker Joy.
Big baby.
Yeah,
Big baby. Yeah. Next American
that'd be a
heavyweight.
big step.
There's a lot of good
Jared
heavyweights,
Anderson,
man.
too. Yeah. That'd be a big step up for Jared Anderson if he can get that win. And then
Big Shaw, or what's his name? Shaw, I think his name, or shit. He's a big heavyweight. He's good.
Is he from UK?
You got Philip Pergovich. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what was funny? I was listening to Andy Ruiz's interview. They were showing it. I don't know if you guys caught on to it before the main event started. They're like, Andy Ruiz, what are you thinking about after the fight? He already was talking about going on vacation and shit.
Because I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah, I'm going to vacation.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the future has for us in boxing.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good heavyweights coming up, like Richard Torres, the Olympian. Like
he look good.
He's a really good prospect. Dreamland Milton.
Yeah, Dreamland Milton.
What about Cuban Flash?
Frank Sanchez. Yeah. He's up there.
He's probably making his way up there. That would be a good one too. They were both on the same team, weren't they?
Yeah, he was for Reynoso too, right?
Reynoso, yeah, they were on the same team.
I love to see that.
Yeah, I honestly thought that really was going to boost his skills, his like accuracy. It was going to. I honestly thought Team Reynoso was going to be a good fit for Andy, and we got excited with Arreola thinking he was going to do some damage, and we saw what happened. Yeah, so we'll see.
All right, guys. Well, that's our thought. Let's go ahead and do the roundtable and just kind of let everyone know where they can find you. Tim, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Skywalker Boxing. Check out the TWT team. We're a great network of content creators. We got people doing MMA, basketball, football. Come check us out, or Skywalker Boxing on YouTube. Appreciate you, Jose. Thank you, everybody in the panel, man. Much respect. You guys have a great Labor Day weekend.
You too, brother.
Thank you, Tim.
Keep bringing them in, bro.
Yeah, I just had a bite right now when he was calling me, but so cool, man. You guys have a blessed tomorrow's back to the grind, but have a blessed week, guys. Peace out,
man. Peace out.
You too, bro.
All right. Next up, Ruben, where can people find you?
Through the Ropes, just how you see on the screen on YouTube and Instagram.
And check out the YouTube channel. He's been killing it this week with the shorts.
Yeah, I've been trying to know.
I know I've been seeing you out there, bro, for sure. You've been on it for sure.
Hey, Mo boxing, more problems, my motivation, bro.
Hey,
no cap, bro. I have to be telling them all the time, bro. Y'all killing it. I tell you.
Yeah,
keep each other honest, man.
Like every time y'all get a new interview, I DM David like y'all on y'all shit. So yeah, I fuck with y'all on it for sure.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
Keep on grinding. All right, TJ, where can people find you?
Yeah, bro, you can follow me on Instagram at the Boxing Syndicate. I got that on the screen. Then I'm on TikTok as well at TBS Boxing. And then we got the Boxing Unfiltered podcast coming back this week too. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, I saw that teaser on Instagram. Some big things coming. I'm excited for that, bro. All right, and then David, the familiar, the face. So besides Mo Boxing No Problem, where else can we find you?
Man, you already know where you can find me at Sports, the letter N, and Tunes, TUNES on Instagram, and with yours truly on his channel, Mo Boxing No Problem.
Excellent. All right, well, guys, I always enjoy talking boxing with you. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend holiday, and I'll catch you guys next week.
Yes, sir. See you guys next
See you
week.
guys. Have a good one.